Welcome, Pisces, to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for February 8th through the 14th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology. Be sure to click the link if you are new to the channel because the signs are different. All right, so Pisces this week, a lot of easy aspects, which is quite good because things have been transforming and just sort of in pause with Mercury retrograde these past few weeks and whatnot. So very nice. As you can see here, all blue aspects throughout the week. And it really starts on Monday when we have a new moon in Capricorn, which is that 11th house of yours. This is the house of your visions, your hopes, your dreams for the future, as well as anything you might consider your, groups, friends, community, in a sense, and anything you feel like might give or share or contribute to something larger than self. So these areas, it's good to reflect around these things here around Monday and go within and plant new seeds, maybe write things down, because this is going to be the area that is going to culminate for you over the next 6 months. And a lot of things you work on between now and then involving either your visions or group-related things can be cultivated in the process. So with the lowering of energy, though, around Monday, reflecting, and that new moon is going to be squaring up to Mars in that sense. So I don't think this is going to be a major theme because Mars is coming off of that orb from that square up to the sun from the previous weekend. But if you are feeling like plowing through, maybe there's a strong self-interest, things like this relating to yourself, bring that extra attention to the self. Bring that extra attention to the ego, and that'll help balance out that Mars energy if you are feeling that. And again, seeing how you can be constructive with that self-interest. Now, that new moon is also going to be sextiling up to Saturn, making it quite grounded, which is great, and quite inspiring. It's also going to be sextiling up to Uranus from your first house. So that's Monday, and then also here this early part of the week, Monday and Tuesday, we got a couple aspects with Chiron. Chiron will be sextiling up to Venus here on Monday and trining up to Mars on Tuesday. So with this is a Chiron that's been in your 12th house, really helping you heal your psyche, the deep connections in life, your spiritual life. And that's all finishing up. You've got Chiron now leaving that 12th house of yours, going into your first house. And so, these lessons about deep spiritual transformation and healing or whatever is coming to a close. And I think, especially with Chiron in such harmonious aspect to these other planets, it just comes across as quite easy this week. In fact, I think there's just a refreshed feeling. Maybe it feels like your psyche is refreshed, your spiritual self is refreshed, and just feeling good on that deeper level. So now that's specifically involving a few key areas in regards to Venus. This could be with your career or your public life, which has been going through that transformation. You've had Mercury go over Pluto, and then Venus last weekend go over Pluto in this 10th house. So if there's been a lot of shifts and changes with the future stuff, such as your career, your legacy, your productive things, it's now feeling refreshed, feeling alive as a result of that, and feeling quite good. Now, Venus does also rule your communications, so there's positive energy with that, and also your 8th house, which means the deeper aspects of life can be quite good as well. Maybe healthy codependency, sharing, opening up, seeing the truth of life can come probably quite naturally. In fact, you're probably quite motivated to discover the truth about life right now at the moment, whether it's with yourself or your relationships or what have you. That's been Mars in your 8th house of Libra. So continuing with that, I think Mars is very well placed, of course, considering that new moon and balancing it, especially around Monday. But for the rest of the week, a lot of easy aspects with Mars. So I think there's good confidence. I think there's a healing of confidence. And I think it's, really about what you can pursue in terms of what really matters in life, right? Which I think has been a motivational area for you with Mars here. And again, feeling quite refreshed. Now, Mars also rules your 2nd house of finances and values. So you could be feeling good about those things, as well as maybe even what's possible in life with Mars ruling your 9th. So that's the early part. And then on Wednesday, we do have Venus trining up to your ruler Jupiter, who's conjoining that north node. So there's a lot of this life path shifting for you Pisceans. This is your ruler conjoining the north node, which only happens once every 18 years. So very significant here. A lot of you are shifting. It's still a bit introverted, reflective. Your ruler is retrograde, so it's good to go within and reflect right now in terms of what these future things are. But still, nonetheless, there's a lot of motivation and energy specifically this week for you to cultivate these new beginnings. So it's probably having to do with your work, your daily activities, maybe grounding your spirituality, which is all the 6th house, and really seeing where you can have, some of that enjoyment in the daily tasks. And I think you have been. I think you've been seeing a lot of what's possible with the daily things, whether it's your work or otherwise, with Jupiter in this 6th house for about the past 6 months. But very good positive energy for that. And I think continuously expanding and cultivating anything that's about your health, your diet, your routine, your daily activities, or your work can be fantastic, especially for the next couple of years with the North Node going in there. Now that's also working towards your career sectors. You got Jupiter positive energy going into your 10th house of work, career, and all that other stuff, which is great around Wednesday, and maybe even with those communications and again those deeper aspects of life. Now over the weekend, Mars sextiles up to that conjunction, so you guys could be feeling quite motivated, quite confident as a result, and maybe from a lot of that healing too. So if you are feeling over the weekend inspired to take action, I think it's a great time, specifically with maybe getting that energy management, time management, or cultivating the work sector of your life. All right, Pisces, so have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.